U.S. deputy marshals pose with the clerical force. Perry, Oklahoma, 1893. Cheyenne Indians held prisoners in county jail in Dodge City in 1878, captured as they were trying to return to the Black Hills from a reservation in Oklahoma. 1913. Judge Roy Bean's Notary Office, which served as a saloon as well. Langtree, Texas, 1900. Class in Blacksmithing, Forest Grove School, Oregon, 1882. Apaches deliver hay to American settlers, Arizona, 1893. Shoshone tribe members dance on a Native American reservation. Foot Washakie, Wyoming, 1892. A fishing camp set up by some Chinese settlers of the American frontier. Point San Pedro, California, 1889. Mine workers coming out of the mine shaft. Virginia City, Nevada, 1867 to 1888. Trappers and hunters in the Four Peaks country in Browns Basin, Arizona. Two Crabtree boys, their father and the dogs and burros which they hunt with. Their cabin is located on Long Creek, at the entrance of Hell's Hip Pocket in Browns Basin, between Four Peaks and Salt River. A Pony Express rider, 1861. Correspondent Fred Loring and his mule, he was killed by Apaches 2 days after this picture was taken. Arizona, 1871. First Waterworks of Perry, Oklahoma, 1893. A teacher and her students stand in front of a sod schoolhouse. Woods County, Oklahoma, 1895. A cow carries 7 children to school, as claimed in the original caption. Okanagan, Washington, 1907. Street view in a typical American frontier town, Corinne, Utah, 1869. The Klondike Dance Hall and Saloon, Seattle, Washington, 1909. Saloons and disreputable places of Hazen, Nevada, 1905. A family outside their home, New Mexico, 1895. Note the Native American servant holds their child. A gold rush town in Deadwood, Dakota, 1876. Camp of the Miners of the North Star and Mountaineer Lodes, San Juan County, Colorado, 1875. Buckboard and coaches zigzagging down the W. Pikes Peak Carriage Road, Colorado, 1911. Buffalo Hide Yard in Dodge City, Kansas in 1878. It shows 40,000 buffalo hides. Cowboys branding calves, Montana. Roundup on the Sherman Ranch, Genesee, Kansas. Cowboy with lasso readied looks beyond the herd on the open range to his fellow cowpunchers waiting on the horizon, 1902. 11-year-old Jimmy McKinn was abducted in early September 1885 by Geronimo. When the Indians were briefly captured in March 1886, Jimmy bitterly resisted being returned to his family, wanting to stay among the Apache. He was photographed among the Indians before Geronimo's surrender to General Crook. Gros Ventre Camp, Fort Belknap Reservation. A dog is being roasted over the cooking pot at Fort Belknap Reservation, Montana in 1906. Discovery Party and horses on hot, slick rocks of Navajo Mountain on their way to Rainbow Bridge, Utah, 1909. Photograph of a family with their covered wagon during the Great Western Migration, Loup Valley, Nebraska, 1886. Men lay down track for a new railroad, connecting the wild frontier with the world. Arizona, 1898. Starting a new town, Anadarko town site, August 8, 1901. Auction in progress in lumber company booth. Temporary bank buildings and the beginnings of a lodging house nearby. Inside a bar at the Table Bluff Hotel and Saloon, Humboldt County, California, 1889. An Arizona poker party at John Doyle's Ranch, Arizona, 1887 to 1889. First house on the present site of Dodge City, Kansas, built sometime in August 1872. Land in a new territory is auctioned off in this tent, California, 1904. First blacksmith shop in Guthrie, Oklahoma, 1889. A new settler at the site of a new town looks for a lot, Guthrie, Oklahoma, 1889. Men gamble over a game of faro inside a saloon, Bisbee, Arizona, 1900. Two common methods of hauling water in Old Mexico and the southwestern United States, Texas, 1905. Band of Apache Indian prisoners at rest stop beside Southern Pacific Railway, near Nueces River, Texas, 1886. A rider fills his keg from a desert while 30 miles north of Palomas, Arizona. His horse refreshes himself nearby, 1907. Crossing Gila River in buckboard wagons near San Carlos, Arizona, 1885. Calamity Jane at the Pan American Exposition in Buffalo, New York, circa 1901. Emmett Dalton was known as a one-time gunslinger and the youngest brother of the Dalton Gang, which robbed trains and banks in the late 1800s. The Northern Saloon in Tonopah, Nevada, around 1902, co-founded by the legendary lawman Wyatt Earp. Photo of a cowboy seated next to his horse on a hill, looking down at other horses in Old West Bonham, Texas, June 1910. The Pony Express was a huge success. Only lasted for a mere 18 months before the telegraph ultimately ended up rendering it irrelevant. However, Hollywood went and did its thing and turned it into a legendary service. Gold rush miners struck it rich easily. Most prospectors that were out there keeping themselves busy in the Wild West never ended up finding gold. Instead, they were buried in debt and or working for the mining companies. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the real Wild West. If you enjoyed these rare glimpses into the past, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another step back in time. More incredible vintage stories and forgotten faces are waiting for you here on Vintage Visions. See you in the next one.